rules come into practice. All this and much more coming up in this week's edition of the Connected Church News. Welcome, I'm Nachi Lazarus, and this is the show that brings you the top 5 digital and social media news each week in just 5 minutes. Let's get started. Our first big news of this week is from Facebook. Last week, Facebook launched a very interesting and important tool for advertising creatives called the Creative Guidance Navigator. This is a visual tool, an assistant kind of a tool that gives you various advertising creatives and case studies that have done really well on Facebook, Instagram, and all the other properties of Facebook group. And it also helps you filter these things with respect to what type of advertising it is, whether it's a carousel ad or it is an image ad and so on. So you can basically filter based on the platform. You can also filter based on the sizes and then look at all these ad creatives, not just advertising creatives, but below that you will find a case study button, and if you click on it, it actually opens up the entire case study of that advertising creative, helping you learn why this was successful. Have you subscribed to this channel yet? If you've not done so, please take a moment to subscribe and also hit that bell notification so that you always stay on top of the weekly digital and social media news. We upload these videos every Friday, every week, so you can get it right after we upload. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next news item. Our next news is from Google. Last week, Google announced that they are launching an AI, Artificial Intelligence Academy, for journalists working in small newsrooms and small news publishers. The logic is, Google says that large news organizations like BBC, for example, have successfully used AI, artificial intelligence, to serve their audience by digging up relevant information when they want to present information to the audience and so on. But artificial intelligence as a technology seems to be beyond the reach of smaller newsrooms. So to bridge that gap, Google is launching these initiatives. The announcement says that to bridge this gap, the Google News Initiative is partnering with Polis at London School of Economics and Political Science Journalism think tank to launch a training academy for 20 media professionals. And this training academy will kickstart in September 2021 and will be for journalists initially from Europe, Middle East, and Africa region. Our next news is from TikTok, and it's a very interesting one. TikTok announced last week that they are releasing a new feature called Resumes, which gets them into the recruitment and job hunting space. This is a space that has been dominated by LinkedIn, and now TikTok, which is revolutionizing the way young people communicate and express themselves, is now getting into that space and bringing their unique full mobile and longer video, vertical video format into the recruiting space. Interestingly, they say that to do this or use this feature, it's very simple. You just have to create a TikTok clip, and you can showcase your skill set and your experiences in that clip, and then post them in the app using a hashtag TikTok Resumes. And they also have a TikTok Resume website which has details about the various openings from companies and so on. Our next big news is from YouTube, and YouTube has announced that they are releasing a new feature called New to You. New to You is a feature that is intended to help new audiences discover your content. The logic seems to be very practical and very important. In fact, Google says that people, when they open the news feed, they look at videos that are related to their interest, obviously, right? If you use YouTube, you look at things that you've already liked and subscribed and shared and so on. But YouTube says that they want to start showing something beyond that. Right? They want to show people something that could be a little away from their interest area, but close enough for them to be even more interested in. So as a publisher, as a ministry or a church, it's good for you to understand this, because this can give you an opportunity to reach new people. So this announcement has lots of details on how Google is structuring this with screenshots and so on. So do have a look. Our final news of this week is from Android, and could be an important one from an advertising point of view. Android's advertising prices are starting to go up because of demand, because advertisers are starting to shift to Android from Apple when it comes to mobile advertising. As we've been reporting, and you know that Apple's tracking restrictions are starting to roll out. In fact, they have been rolled out, and one new research says that only 33% of people have opted in for tracking, which means a majority of people have opted out, which reduces the base for advertisers, big advertisers, and they are starting to shift and move their budgets away from this into Android. So an interesting trend. Those are the top 5 news items of this week. Do you have any questions about any of the news? If so, do leave a comment and we will make sure we get you the answers. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week. God bless you.